This segment of Delmarva Life is brought to you by A&A Companies.
Listen, if you have a basement, you know when it's hot outside, it's pretty cool in the basement. When it's cold outside, it's relatively warm in the basement. That's because the temperature of the earth 10 feet below the surface level is a constant 55 degrees year-round. A geothermal heat and air conditioning system uses that consistent temperature to keep your home comfortable. And since 1987, A&A Companies has been the leader in geothermal. What's the old saying? Don't like the weather on Delmarva? Just wait a minute, it'll change. In the span of a couple of months, we can experience frigid lows in the teens and scorching highs that make the outdoors feel like the inside of an oven. Those highs and lows can put a lot of stress on a heating and air conditioning system. That's why A&A Company's Vice President Mindy Townsend is excited about geothermal from water furnace.
I have water furnace in my house. My dad has water furnace in his house. I would put water furnace in anybody's house.
Mindy says it's the most efficient way to heat and cool your house because it uses the Earth's energy.
In the cooling mode, it is putting heat into the ground. In the heating mode, it's pulling that heat back out of the ground.
Unlike a traditional heat pump, Mindy says, the outside air doesn't affect performance.
The heat pump uses outside air. So the hotter the temperature is outside, the harder your heat pump's going to have to run in order to maintain a comfortable temperature in the air conditioning mode.
So if you like it cold, the geothermal system can keep it that way even when the temperature outside is pushing triple digits.
A heat pump can only do so much when the temperature is that hot outside.
Geothermal is also the most energy efficient because it's tapping into the endless heat below your yard.
Not to mention the 26% federal tax credit that's available for the installation of geothermal. That's 26% of the total cost to install geothermal in your home. You get to claim that as a deduction on your federal taxes.
Mindy says you can also get state grants for geothermal installation.
Delaware's up to $5,000 depending on the power company that you have, and Maryland's up to $3,000.
A&A Companies takes pride in leading the geothermal industry on Delmarva for 35 years.
Years ago, you used to see everybody's van that had "and geothermal" listed on it. We have never been "and geothermal." We have been a geothermal contractor since 1987. We are one of Water Furnace's largest geothermal contractors in the nation.
Upgrading from a traditional HVAC system just takes a call to A&A.
You can take out a heat pump and put geothermal in. There's really not any application that geothermal can't apply to.
Mindy says there's a misconception that you need acres of land for what's called the loop field. That's where the water circulates heat transfer fluid underground.
Everybody thinks that you need to have a ton of property or a pond to put geothermal in. We work with an awesome well driller, Somerset Well Drilling, and there is not an area that he probably can't put loops in.
And once the work is done, the equipment is covered.
Water Furnace is the industry's leader in geothermal. Not only in geothermal, but the technology behind geothermal. They also have one of the industry's best warranties. Water Furnace equipment comes with a 10-year parts, 5-year labor allowance warranty, which can be upgraded to a 10-year parts, 10-year labor allowance warranty. 9 out of 10 of your manufacturers do not offer that.
Since geothermal systems harness the free renewable energy in your own backyard and emit no greenhouse gases, you can take comfort in knowing your system is environmentally friendly too. A&A Companies also does repairs on geothermal systems. Their partner, Somerset Well Drilling, also does repairs on loop fields.